Homemade pizza dough, part 1. You want to prep your area. You have your parchment paper on your pan, a half sheet pan. You have your cornmeal on top. You have flour ready if the dough is sticky. And then you have your dough that's risen. Okay. Next, on part 2, I'll show you how I punch it down and stretch it. Part 2, you punch down the dough and get ready to stretch it. Make sure you have clean hands. This was in an oiled. So now my dough is a little bit sticky. You can feel it. You need to add some flour to it. Just rub the flour on each side so you can work it. Okay, you really can't have too much. Okay, now if you see, I'm stretching the dough from the middle. Now I'm gonna drive it like a car. Let the dough fall. Okay, just slowly go around, stretching out the middle. Hopefully you won't stretch too far. Okay, just roll it, keep rolling it along, keep rolling it, driving it like a car, turning whichever direction you want. You can hold it, stretch it in the middle a little bit. You can see the middle is thin, and you work it out, and then again, drive it. You can see the dough stretch. You don't want to try and tear the dough. Okay, if you feel the dough stretching or tearing, start in a new section where the dough's thick. Just let the dough fall over itself. Okay, stretching it out, okay. Ooh, we got a few tears, but that's okay. We'll fix them later. Work on the thick spots. And then you can put the dough out. Not too bad, okay. Thick spots, same thing, instead of just pulling it out, stretching it farther. I like to hold it over the edge of the pan so I can stretch it out. Again, pulling the thick parts. If it separates, just stick it back together. Again, just like I were driving it. Stretching it out. Pulling on the thick parts, pulling it over the pan, trying to stretch it because it's going to want to shrink up on you. Good, and then I'll show you part 3. Okay, now we're finalizing it. As you can see, it fits the pan. All I did was take it with my fingers and stretch it out like this to get enough. If you get a little hole, you just pinch it together, okay? And now you're ready to spread your sauce all over it. Thanks for watching. Okay, here's our pizza ready to go into a preheated oven of 425. We'll let it go for 25 minutes and we'll be back to show you what it looks like. Okay, so now 25 minutes at 425, we have our pizza. You let it rest for 5 minutes before cutting, and then you have your dinner for the evening.